All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe our silent auction is about to close, so thank you very much for your donation there. And don't forget, the flowers are still available. You can grab those and make a donation through the QR code and also through the door when you leave here later this afternoon. At this time, while you continue to partake in your food, and don't forget the wonderful Edwards Apple Orchard donuts for dessert, we'd like to bring up our COO, Development Director, to have a conversation and to present some awards. Amy Morris is here, ladies and gentlemen. Give her a round of applause.
Thank you. Hello. Well, thank you, Steve, and thank you for being here. It's great to have a celebrity in the room. Speaking of celebrities, as you've heard, we sold out, which means Pam, Colleen, you now have something in common with Taylor Swift. Woohoo! Well, an event like today is an important event for many reasons. For one, it allows us to highlight the work that RAMP Disability Resources and Services is doing here in the community and the impact we are making on those that we serve and our community at large. Check out the program in front of you. There's some really great stuff in there. Jody works really hard and works with our Chief Services Officer, Katie, to put together the highlights of all of the impact that we have throughout the year, that the RAMP staff works so hard throughout the year to work with those that we serve. So please take those with you and study it up. Today also allows us to raise unrestricted revenue, as Arla spoke about earlier, to help us respond to the needs of the community. We're very fortunate that we have a very well-diversified portfolio of funding sources, including federal, state, local, but a lot of those funding sources are restricted to the great services that we provide, but sometimes they are restrictive in terms of what those outcomes, those deliverables must be. And so we never want to be an organization that focuses our energy based on the funding sources that we have alone. We want to survey the community, survey you in this room, survey our staff, our board, our community leaders, our community agencies, and the other stakeholders. And most importantly, the community that we serve, the disability community. And as we do that, those surveys, typically on a 3-year basis, that helps us develop our strategic plan and the different services that we will provide, whether that's expanding the current services that we have to better meet the needs of the community, or whether that's developing new programs and services to meet those needs. But sometimes those needs create opportunities for funding. So that's where the fundraising comes into play in events like today. Over 26% of our budget comes from funding sources such as the Luncheon and other local donations such as those that you are generous enough to provide. We do have a record-breaking number of sponsors today as well. Not only did we sell out, but we also have a record-breaking number of sponsors, 34 in total, for a total of 38,500. And I want to recognize Abby Finley. Where are you? Where are you? Stand up, don't be shy. No, you're not shy. There she is, she's in the back. Abby is our development associate, and if you're here in the room today, you most likely have interacted with Abby at some point, and if you haven't, I highly recommend you do, because she does amazing work. Her and the rest of the marketing and development team, Jody, Talisa, and Mackenzie, who put together this amazing event, so thank you to all of you. And thank all of you for being here. I only have a few more minutes, and I did not practice speed reading, so I am not going to read over all of the 34 sponsors, but I am going to recognize the top 3 levels, and then I do ask you to refer back to that thingamajiggy program and take a look at the rest of the loyal supporters for today's event. At the premier sponsorship level, we have Advanced Machine Hennig, which I know are here today, the Blazer Foundation, Collins Aerospace, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Oh, excuse me, this is the next level, the platinum sponsorship level. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Mercy Health, and the plumbers and pipe fitters. And at the gold sponsorship level, we have Benning Group, Quartz, Rockford Park District, UW Health, and the Winnebago County Housing Authority, which again, I know most of you are here today, so thank you very much for your very generous support. Today also kicks off our fall campaign. Every story matters, every act of kindness counts. This campaign has traditionally been a mailing campaign, and that part will continue, but we've also decided to add different elements to it to kind of help gear toward donors who like to give in different ways. So yes, we know about the QR codes, right? There's QR codes on our table. I even saw one in the bathroom. Very creative. So you can give online. You can also purchase a t-shirt. We have t-shirts for sale. I think you've seen them on the screen scrolling, but Lisa in the back has the order form that you can go ahead and order a t-shirt or sweatshirt with our campaign on it. And we are also encouraging individuals to set up a personal fundraising page. Haven't you all always wanted to be a fundraiser? I know you all have. Well, this is your chance. Was that a horn? Somebody really wants to be a fundraiser. I better see a fundraising page over there. We're also doing kindness cards this year. Kindness cards are a piece of paper that has our campaign and ramp information on it, and local businesses are selling them for $1. And when you purchase them, you get to write your name on it, and it's displayed in the place of business. We have many local restaurants and stores that have signed up already. If you know of any that might sell those for us, we would appreciate the tip. And we just got really great news the other day that Kelly Williamson Mobile is selling them in all the mobile locations in the month of December. So please stop by a mobile, and you can continue your support of RAMP. The support of our services goes beyond just today. It's year-round, it's year after year, and many of you in this room have come year after year to our luncheon or have supported us in so many different ways. Those donors who have contributed over $2,500 become a part of our director circle, and those members are listed in the program, which designates over $2,500 of a cumulative lifetime support. You're also recognized with gold on your name tag. So if you have one of those name tags, or if we've missed you, would you please stand or raise your hand to be recognized? Standing is preferred, so please stand if you are able. There's way more of you in this room, so you are all very shy. Since when did you all become anonymous donors? Come on. But thank you all for believing in our mission. Arliss recognized our board members earlier today that are here, and I'm just curious, let's not be shy this time, who in the room has served on a board either currently or in the past? Please raise your hands high. All right, some of you aren't raising your hands because I know you have, and I don't see your hand up. Speaking to my dad over there, he's going to be mad that I recognized him. But they say that serving on a board is a thankless job. So first, I just want to say thank you for contributing to the valuable community services that we have here in our community. They say that it's also not appropriate to recognize board members with an award because your board is really an extension of your organization. And this is probably the only reason that I was happy when I heard that Craig Fetty was resigning from our board after 12 years of service as being our president and our treasurer, and probably recycled back as our president and our treasurer several times because he did such an amazing job. So now that Craig has resigned as our board member, only because I think he says he's retiring or something. I don't know what that has to do with being a board member, but whatever. But Craig has been a fantastic supporter in so many ways, and so that's why it's really easy to present this award to him. They say support comes in many different ways: emotional support, financial support, practical support, and I'm going to even add non-practical support, like when he comes to the Bad Pants Open with the best bad pants. So, Craig, if you want to make your way on up here, I'd love to present what we normally call the Supporter of the Year Award, but I'm going to change it up for right now and say Supporter Over the Years Award for all of what you have done for RAMP, and we really appreciate that. As he comes on up here, I just want to share with you that When we let him know that we were going to be giving him this award, he said, in fact, I quote, "It's an honor to be selected, and honestly, I feel a little sheepish about receiving such an award when there are so many that do so much for RAMP." And while he's completely right, he has done so much for us in so many more ways than you'll ever know through the years. And I'm sort of envisioning some sheep on some bad pants next year. What do you think? Well, Craig, I wasn't smart enough to bring the award over here, but I'd like to present to you the Supporter of the Year award.
Well, they said I had a minute, and I started with 30, but I decided to whittle it down for the sake of all of you. I was quite surprised to hear from Abby Finley, she's RAMP's Development Associate, about this award. But as those of you who are here today know, it's not very hard to support RAMP. It's what's not to be impressed with. RAMP's an organization that seeks to serve some of the most vulnerable of our fellow citizens and gives them a voice. The staff helps their consumers participate in their communities to the fullest of their abilities. And thanks to all of you for supporting RAMP through events like this annual luncheon. Because as it's been mentioned already, without your support of this and other events throughout the year, RAMP would not be able to serve as many individuals as they do in so many different situations. And my gosh, how wonderful is it to have an organization called RAMP that bridges that gap for people with disabilities to help them achieve whatever their aspirations are to the best of their abilities. And after all, seeking to make the most of this gift of life is what we all seek, isn't it? Finally, a shout out to all of those who do the work at RAMP day to day for helping to make the hopes and dreams become a reality for those they serve. Thanks for this award, with gratitude for what you do. Thanks.
Thank you again, Craig. And by the way, this does not mean that you're done with us in any way, shape, or form. Next, I'd like to introduce Abby Franklin, not to be confused with Abby Finley. We have 3 Abbys at RAMP, so it gets a little confusing, but she is going to present our Youth Leadership Award.
Hello, everybody. So it is my privilege to be here today to celebrate the incredible achievements of our youth. Today, I am honored to present the Youth Leadership Award, which recognizes outstanding young individuals who exemplify leadership and dedication to students with disabilities. This award is a testament of the remarkable potential within our young people. This year's recipient has truly stood out. He has demonstrated remarkable dedication in being a mentor to our Project Search interns this year. He was an intern last year in Project Search. We started with him not really speaking at all, so we placed him at the front desk, and there he was able to work on his social skills. By his second internship, he was having full-on conversations with staff and his fellow interns, as well as guests around the hotel. He always took initiative in the classroom and was a leader to the other interns in his class. He was asked to help at our assessment day for Project Search, and the general manager of Embassy pulled me aside to let me know how much he's noticed that he opened up and how well of a trainer he has been. For the third internship rotation, he also helped train a fellow intern in his former internship. Throughout the year, he was asked to apply at Embassy Suites as a house person, and he has been employed there since May of this year as a house person. He was able to receive cross-training as well in the housekeeping department because of his hard work. Staff from maintenance, guest services, the restaurant, and wherever else in the Embassy continue to share how impressed they are with his growth and commitment to helping his peers succeed. What makes this person exceptional is not only his achievements, but his character. He has shown incredible patience and willingness to help others. As we look to the future, I have no doubt that this person will continue to make a difference in our community and beyond. His passion and drive are truly inspiring, and I can't wait to see what he accomplishes next. So it is my great pleasure to present the Youth Leadership Award to Samaje Blake. So everyone please join me in congratulating me.
Hello, my name is Samaj Blake. I am 19 and I have autism. I would first like to thank RAMP for this award and taking time out to recognize me. Next, I would like to thank Project Search, my teachers Abby and Kim, for the opportunity to be part of the 2024 class. When I first started Project Search, I really didn't say much besides hello and giving thumbs up. By the end of the program, not only I have learned life and work skills, but I also learned and become so much better at my communication and social skills. Also, to add, I got a job at the Embassy Suites in working housekeeping. Finally, I want to say thank you again to all who helped me along the journey of the Embassy Suites staff. Thank you.
So it's me again. So it is my great pleasure to present not only one award, but 2 awards today. This award is an award that recognizes an outstanding educator. The Educator of the Year award is awarded to an outstanding educator who dedicates their work to pouring into students enrolled in special education programs. This year, we are proud to honor someone who embodies these qualities and inspires all of us. Today's recipient has demonstrated exceptional service to the students served. Her efforts with getting Project Search in Rockford started, as well as her efforts to keep the program running, do not go unnoticed. This person has been teaching for over 30 years. She is always there to support the interns, even when they call her off the clock. Project Search Embassy Suites would not exist or be as successful without her. Her innovative ideas and ability to approach others has helped the program at Embassy be successful. She has personally helped me by going to interviews with the interns, filling out job applications, completing phone screens, and so much more. This is her last year of teaching, and I have to say I truly look up to her and her dedication to serving our youth. I know our youth are in her best interest in everything she does. She wants what's best for all the students we have worked for, whether directly or indirectly. I've had the pleasure of witnessing this person in action, and I can tell you that she gives more than 100% in everything she does. She not only exceeds in the education field, but also uplifts and encourages those around you. Please join me in celebrating the incredible work of Kimberly Schelling.
Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon. I think I better put this down a little bit. I am truly humbled and honored to receive the Educator of the Year award. This recognition holds a special place in my heart, not just because it celebrates education, but because it shines a light on the incredible work that we're all doing for students with disabilities. First and foremost, I would like to give my sincere gratitude to the RAMP staff that I've worked very closely with over the years, especially Jeremy Munson, Autumn Gabriel, and Abigail Franklin. I have taught for over 30 years in special education, and I have enjoyed every setting. However, this program by far is my favorite. To be able to work closely with interns, watch them develop real job skills and knowledge within a host business, and at the end of the program actually get employed, has been an extremely rewarding experience. Abby, it has been a pleasure working alongside you. You and I started this adventure 4 years ago. With a lot of trial and error, tears and laughter, we have really built a strong program at Embassy. We have shared the same passion for the program, and I'm really going to miss you next year. You are certainly a force to be reckoned with, and I know you will continue to make a positive difference within the RAMP organization. Of course, none of this would be possible without our host district, Rockford Public Schools, and our host business, Embassy Suites, downtown Rockford. I have had an incredible support team over the years working within the RPS school district. Thank you, RPS, for allowing me to reach individuals with disabilities in this unique teaching experience called Project Search. Thank you, Embassy Suites staff, for embracing the opportunity and helping make this program a huge success. Last but not least, I would like to thank my husband, big shout out to my biggest cheerleader in life, for believing in me, encouraging me, and understanding all the late night events that we have to attend and the endless parent phone calls. Your support and love has meant the difference to me, all the world in the, I'm really messing that one up. All the world to me. Thank you so much for this incredible honor.
All right, so now I would like to introduce Deanna as she is going to be presenting the Partner of the Year Award.
Thanks, Abby. Hi, I'm Deanna Robbins. I'm the OVW Project Coordinator at RAMP, and I have the honor today of presenting RAMP's 2024 Partners of the Year Award to the Mayor's Office of Domestic and Community Violence Prevention and the Family Peace Center. This is awarded for their partnership and collaboration to build an inclusive community. The Mayor's Office of Domestic and Community Violence Prevention for the City of Rockford envisions a community free from all forms of violence, as well as the detrimental impacts of such crimes. This includes initiatives to address policies and best practices, systems advocacy, and supportive efforts enabling positive community change. A huge, incredible example of these efforts is the Family Peace Center. Their unique and necessary role in providing services and resources to survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, human trafficking, and stalking, as well as educating the public, has been instrumental in increasing safety in Rockford and the surrounding area. RAMP's mental health advocate holds weekly office hours at the Family Peace Center, and staff at each agency actively consult one another about barriers, accommodations, and improvements for survivors with disabilities and deaf survivors. Along with this ongoing continual communication, RAMP's partnership with the Mayor's Office includes their Domestic Violence Task Force and the Disability Grant Project through the Department of Justice Office of Violence Against Women. The OVW Disability Grant creates long-term systemic changes at the intersection of disability and domestic and sexual violence in Winnebago County. Jennifer Ketchapalia, the Executive Director of the Mayor's Office of Domestic and Community Violence Prevention, is a partner on this grant, providing invaluable insight and guidance, as well as being a veritable force for action and change. RAMP is grateful to the Mayor, the Mayor's Office, Jen, and the Family Peace Center for their partnership and continued commitment to building an inclusive community. Please join me in recognizing Mayor Tom McNamara and Jennifer Ketchapalia as they accept RAMP's 2024 Partners of the Year Award.
Thank you all so much for having us here today. The collaboration that we have with RAMP is so incredibly special, and to receive this award from you all on top of it is just really, really wonderful. We just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Since our office opened in 2018 and I first had the opportunity to meet with my now dear friend Eric Brown, it was demonstrated clearly by RAMP. You took every call, You met us at every meeting, you assessed every space we thought of going into, and you have guided us along the way. And most importantly, you have committed to lifting up the survivors with disabilities in our community who have experienced this violence. And so we're forever grateful to you. And really, truly, if we deserve this award, it is an outcome of your work and your guidance to us. And the last thing that I really want to say to the survivors in the room with us today, we are out in the community working so hard with this beautiful community collaboration with you and for you. And we are committed to staying here, being guided by your hope, your resiliency, and your tenacity. You inspire us, and we're forever grateful for you. Thank you all so much.
I'll be really brief because I think you're all like me. You want to hear Colleen speak. So that's right. I want to say first a sincere thank you to City Council and City staff who allow us to do the work that we do every day on behalf of the residents. And secondly, I think all of us want to live in a community that everyone feels that they belong, everyone feels that they're included, and that every single person who calls at home has an opportunity to succeed. And RAMP is absolutely a critical piece to our community reaching that value and living it out to our fullest. So I just want to say a sincere thank you to the entire RAMP team for the work that you do every day. And I will tell you again, as Arliss did, there's envelopes in the back. Make sure you provide them a donation because they do amazing work. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jen and Mr. Mayor. And next, our CEO, Jackie Sundquist, is going to present the Advocate of the Year Award.
All right, well, thank you, Deanna. So today, I am truly honored to recognize an individual who has been a force for change in our community. This year's Advocate of the Year, Eric Brown, has been an unwavering champion for accessibility, inclusion, and equity for people with disabilities. For 11 impactful years, Eric served as our systems change coordinator. He was dedicated to dismantling the physical and societal barriers that restrict access and limit opportunities for people with disabilities. Whether it was creating inclusive spaces, educating businesses on accessibility, or standing up for the civil rights of the 1 in 4 people with disabilities, Eric continually pushed our community forward. But Eric's advocacy reaches far beyond RAMP. He has been a strong voice on the National Alliance on Mental Illness Board as their legislative advocacy chair, a co-chair of Illinois' statewide advocacy network, an essential member of the Mayor's Task Force on Domestic Violence, and was honored in 2022 as one of the Chamber's 40 Under 40. This summer, Eric, tears, transitioned to Rock Valley College, where his dedication to inclusivity and accessibility continues to grow and inspire. Among Eric's many accomplishments at RAMP, one of his most significant was his instrumental role in establishing a statewide program that allows people with disabilities to remain in their own homes with essential modifications. This achievement, like much of his work, will benefit countless people for years and years to come. His contributions have not only been valued here locally by all of us, but recognized nationally. In 2022, Eric received a very prestigious award from the National Council on Independent Living's Region 5, an advocacy award in Washington, D.C. Again, a testament to his outstanding dedication to disability rights. Eric, your work has empowered so many people, and your commitment to lasting change has truly transformed our community. So please join me in honoring our Advocate of the Year, Eric Brown.
Wow. Okay. Jackie, I need you to do all of my introductions from now on. First of all, thank you to RAMP. This is where I grew up as an advocate. This is where I learned all of the skills to do what I'm doing now. So I'm sure my new friends at Rock Valley are very thankful for the advocate that they received. So thank you for that. To the RAMP staff, continue to do the work. Continue to challenge the system. Continue to push people to make things as accessible as you can. It is well time that we live in a fully accessible and inclusive society. It's your jobs to do it. You have allies inside the machines. We're all working together. Lastly, to our community, it's been 34 years since the passage of the ADA. It's time for us to live in a fully accessible and inclusive society, full stop. Lean on your friends at RAMP. Ask them to do accessibility assessments for you. Ask them to train you. Do the work, because 1 in 4 people in our country need full access to society. Thank you.